Hello everybody, and today I've brought with me Revolt. Yes, Revolt. Now, you might be wondering, well, why was there an Xbox intro in the beginning? Because this is Xbox Revolt. And for those of you who don't know, that game was never actually properly released. Sure, there was a public beta, or not exactly public, but there was a beta that some people in the public could use to play Xbox Live, and Xbox Live only, if I am to believe. I don't know, I don't have one of those $1,000 discs. But what I do have is a complete build of Revolt, with everything intact and functional. Anybody be wondering how the hell do I have that? Well, it's because my homie, JarHead, he completed the game. Lots of props to him. I'll probably put his link in the description. But yeah, you're also wondering why is the video quality so shit? Well, because I'm recording through analog video, composite. So yeah, I would record through HD analog, which is component, but I'll do that later as there's going to be an event tomorrow, and if I can catch it, then I'll have my Xbox with my proper recording setup. But for now, I'm recording in 4:3, 720, 30 FPS, and that'll be downscaled to 480p for the sake of nostalgia. It doesn't look any better because I'm already recording in 480p. The capture card is at least. Also, there might be some screen tearing issues. I can't really fix that. I don't know why it's doing that. I haven't had issues with that before. And I don't believe that's showing up on the game itself. When I was playing through the screen and through the component cables, it doesn't look like that. So we're going to take a quick look at Revolt, everything that Revolt has to offer, that is, at least the Xbox version. And I have played the Dreamcast one, I own the Dreamcast one, and I played the PC one, which the Steam version actually just came out, if I'm to remember. I also had a burnt CDR copy when I was younger, but okay. But yeah, this is the Xbox version. Now, I would sign in, at least to a non-online profile, but unfortunately the account that I had set up, or I don't have set up, the account off of a Xbox Live memory unit from the beta testers. Yeah, I managed to grab one of those at a flea market not too long ago. It had a profile on it from 2002 because, well, obviously it's a beta tester thing, so the profile is going to be from 2002. The guy actually used it, I think, up until 2005, so that's pretty neat. And it's crazy how such a rare piece of hardware was just like being used normally, and you know, I guess you wouldn't think of it like that at the time, but yeah, it's pretty cool. But anyways, yeah, I would sign in with that, but he has a passcode tied to it. Now, I made multiple attempts to guess it. Unfortunately, that doesn't want to work. We'll come back to that at a later date once somebody gets the Xbox Live running, that is. And I mentioned shitty video quality because nostalgia. Well, yeah, I kind of wanted to just make this look like a video that someone would have recorded back in the day. And not only does it look like it probably sounds like it too, so I'm a bit sorry for that. System Link does support the Xbox Live communicator. Unfortunately, I don't know if I could capture that because there's not really an option to split off the audio. I guess I'll keep in-game music on it. I hope I won't get copyrighted. I don't think any of the internal Revolt tracks are copyrighted. And if I had CD data saved, then it would copyright strike me because that's just real songs. Unless I have YouTube's audio library on my Xbox for some fucking reason. But yeah. Gallery, ooh, that's nice. I would click play live, but that doesn't appear to be working for me at the moment. And I would system link search, but doesn't appear to be anybody playing. I was playing system link earlier. That's how I know the communicator works. But I did take a little bit of a break, and to set up all my equipment and stuff. So now that I'm set up, I'm recording, and I'm just gonna get this out here because this is pretty notable. For those of you who are in the know, this is very niche, I should say. Not only is Revolt just a niche game in general because not too many people know of it, but also because, well, like, this was in the Xbox Live promo. It's very well known for that, at least, as an unreleased Xbox game, which is one that I really wanted to play when I first saw the promo, because well, this is so cool. Revolt. It looked like such a fun game to play. The one they played in the promo was Supermarket, I believe. I can't remember, unless it was a Supermarket 2. I don't have them all. Or, no, it was this one. I don't know. There might be a few errors and stuff. It's probably not fully complete, this game. Although this is a complete build, as in everything is functional, there might be some oddities and etc. But that's fine. You know, you don't have to create an ISO. You could just FTP it to your Xbox, etc. Or you could run it on the emulators and stuff like that. I guess I'll drop a link to the download as well in my description. But yeah, there is definitely gonna be oddities. He's been fixing the XBE. There was a few problems even to begin with from when he released it initially, and there's already been 2 XBE updates to it. I compiled mine just a few hours ago when he said it was fixed for the time being. And yeah, so far it's pretty fine, although it does boot a little bit slow and stuff, so you know, he might have to fix some of that. Alright. The limit here for multiplayer is 6 people, over System Link at least, and I think that's the default car limit. I think you can have more racers. I'm not sure. I didn't check, but it's 6 in this game than the normal, like, you know, Dreamcast one, which surprisingly has more. I guess because it's based off of the earlier versions of the game. PC I played, which I just downloaded because the Steam version apparently just came out. So I bought that one, and I played it with 12 other racers. So there's that. Also, I'm playing with a little bit of latency because I did have my TV set up before, but I just put it away, thinking I recorded in high quality, and instead it downscaled to 240p, which would be fine, but I'd rather have 480p because, you know, that's at least a lot more presentable. And besides, that's what most people were aiming for back in the day with their Dazzle capture cards or whatever the hell. Personally, I've been thinking about getting one of those, but I think I'll just get an HD PVR and record in 2060. An original Hauppauge or whatever hell it's pronounced, HD PVR. Well, everyone used them back in the day, but they're also just very versatile, and I tend to use older versions of Windows. That sucks, man. That sucks. I can't even see it. What's the camera angle? Okay. Stop spinning me out. Oh my god. But yeah. Revolt physics. Fun. Ah, oil spill. Oil slick. Revolt is a fun game. I actually do like it. It's just a little bit of a pain in the ass with the physics, although some versions apparently are worse than others. From when I played the Dreamcast one, is perfectly fine. Although I feel like this Xbox one controls a little bit nicer. My favorite might be the Xbox, but I do like the way the PC controls with the keyboard better than the stick here, and better than the stick in the Dreamcast because there's so much travel on the analog stick in the Dreamcast. And it's also just not the best stick in the world, in the general. So yeah, there's that. Also, let me just say, this is pretty crazy to be seeing this played normally, because this was never, ever supposed to happen at all. He built it totally off of, I don't know, just like, source code or something. I can't remember what he had, but he just built it off of whatever that was, in almost complete build of Revolt, and he just, we used to joke around telling him to compile it, and he took it seriously one day, and here we are. Uh-oh, let's see if I can beat the race without getting screwed over. It's about to explode. And second place, and good enough. This version is a lot easier in terms of CPU to the other ones. The computers on the other, and Dreamcast one are killer, man. They're out for my blood half the time. Yeah. Revolt. Really, really cool to see this actually playable. I'll just go over a few final things here, because, just at least show the replay mode. But, I won't be looking at the other gameplay modes and etc. because it's just, they're all spins of, this mode. I just wanted to get this out here as, you know, not only just give it a little bit of publicity, but, like, well, it's a real thing now. And, I can't stress that enough. I've probably said this multiple times, but yeah, like, it's crazy that this is playable. Man, seeing stuff like this happen is always great. This is, once again, just Revolt, so I won't be showing the other stuff, not only because I mentioned that, yeah, I looked at it, but also because, well, damn, it's just Revolt. It's a pretty accurate port of Revolt. It just makes me wonder what other things could happen for, well, for shit like this. Well, yeah. I guess if you have any questions, just ask him instead. He has a Reddit post, he has a few other things. If you just Google, I think r/original Xbox as well as Revolt community. Yeah, he's been working on this for a long time, and this was the fruits of his labor. So I would probably appreciate it if it got some recognition. That's for sure. I just did this on my own because, well, this is just cool in general. I personally think this is just cool. I've always wanted to play Revolt on the Xbox after seeing the promo. So, but yeah, this is a pretty fun game to play, and I can't wait for System Link games to get working, because there's recently also opened the on X-Link Kai. There's its own arena in the flying and racing section category thing, game arena. So yeah, and either way, I guess I'm done talking. Anything notable? I'm just trying to think of things to say, but yeah, that's about it, I guess. So I'll just leave it at that. We'll also quickly look at the Revolt profile, and there is Revolt DLC, so we're sort of thinking, how can we get that to work? There might be an installer made or something, we'll see. But yeah, I'm saying I'm not working on this shit. I wish I could, but I barely know anything about C# or well, C++. This is written in C++. But yeah. I'm just gonna, after this, I'm just gonna look at the little Xbox icon on the hard drive.